All right, good morning, everyone. This is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College. And for day 19, today, Thursday, the 15th of June, I've decided to give you lab for the entire period. So you might say, fine, why are you then doing a video? Well, I told you about what happened yesterday, but you might have found it confusing. All right, so just in case, I decided to go over this. So as it says, today will be a lab for the entire period, so you have time to work on chapters 9 through 11, written tests and homework. If you're behind on earlier work, you'll have the chance to do that. This is the short video that I'm going to make, and I'll put the URL here as soon as I complete it and produce it. Now, as it says, I have changed the due date for the chapters 9 to 11 homework to next Wednesday. The reason for doing that is two or threefold. First, next Monday, the 19th, there will be no class. I just found this out yesterday, late yesterday morning. We all got, everyone, staff and faculty at Rankin, excuse me, we all got an email from Don Pohl, who's the Rankin president, saying that in observance of Juneteenth, which is really commemorated on the 19th of June, there would be no class. All right, so there will be no class. Now, it's not on this email, but I think I put it on an earlier email, just so you're aware of it. A couple weeks from next Monday, we also won't have class on July 3rd. We're going to be off the 3rd and the 4th. The 4th, of course, for the July 4th celebration, and July 3rd because July 4th falls on a Tuesday. Okay. What that basically means is we are losing 2 class days. All right. And I even went and sent an email to Mr. Gudmested saying, hey, we're losing 2 class days. That's 13 hours of class. And he wrote back and said, well, there's going to be an email coming from our Vice President of Student Affairs. So I waited, excuse me, and saw the email, and in the email, Ms. Shannon Bruggeman said that once you create starting and ending dates for a class, you're not really allowed to change them. So we're just going to be 2 days shorter than we would have been otherwise. So Monday, there will be no class. Tuesday of next week, on the 20th, I'm going to do 2 of the 5 problems you're assigned in chapters 9 through 11. Now, if you look in here, you'll notice for the projects, if I go back to the beginning, there are none. We're going to have several for the next section. So don't worry about that right now. We'll do some of them again as a class. But, okay, there they are. And again, you do not have to do Project 2.2. I did a video on that yesterday. I'm going to give it one more try today to run it through a program to see if I can get it to work. It was almost 3 hours long, and it was corrupted. So I'm going to see one more time if I can fix it up. If you do want to try 2.2 and turn it in, I'm making it only worth 10 points, but it's 10 points of extra credit. So if you don't do it, you're not hurt by it. Your grade won't suffer. Then on, I should mention too. So we'll do 2 of those extra exercises. There are 5 that you're being assigned: 9.1, 9.2, 10.1, 10.2, and 10.3. For sure, we're going to do 10.1, this thing on the lengths, as a class. For sure, we will do that. Now, as far as what the other ones are, 9.1 or 9.2, I don't know which one of those we'll do. Either 9.2, working with strings, or 9.1, calculating reservation totals. It'll be one or the other. So we will do either 9.1 or 9.2. Plus, we will certainly do 10.1, all right? Whichever one, you're still responsible yourselves for doing all 5, all right? But 10.2 and 10.3 and either 9.1 or 9.2 you'll be doing solely by yourselves. All right, let's continue on then. After I get done with those two problems, I'm going to try to come up with something else. No, it's not going to be another pretest, but some kind of a problem that we can look at that's kind of similar to the test that you will be taking on Wednesday. So Wednesday will be hot number 4, hands-on test number 4 on chapters 9 through 11. That'll be all day Wednesday. As always, you will be emailed the test by 7. I will go over the email or the test instructions between 8 a.m. and 8:15 a.m. and you will have till midnight. Please, I don't want it. I don't want any more people turning in anything late. You're already getting 17 hours to work on it. I guarantee you that if you don't have it turned in by midnight, you will lose some points for it being late. I have to start enforcing this. Finally, on Thursday of next week, 1 week from today, the 22nd, we will begin chapter 12. I know I've said this to you many, many times before, but that said, I strongly encourage you to read chapter 12, which is a long chapter, before we go over it. We're almost doing a 180 here as far as what we're doing. All right, there's a lot of new material. We're going to go through this slowly. We won't finish everything in the chapter in chapter 12 on Thursday. We'll go into it in the following week as well. All right, so finally, as it says here, if you have not turned in your chapter 8 written test, homework, and labs, all right, and remember that lab again, that is optional for extra credit. Now, I shouldn't even say this, so let's fix it. So your chapters 7 through 8 written tests and homework, those were due last Sunday. All right, your chapters 9 through 11 written tests and homework, and I'll put here, and optional extra credit, project 2-2, those are due midnight next Wednesday, a week from yesterday. I will be online today. All right, I will be online today, and I will try to remember to check my emails at least every 15 to 30 minutes. So if you've got questions, if you've got concerns, feel free to get a hold of me. It's totally fine. All right, so last time to review this again, today will be lab for the entire period today. All right, this is the video I'm making to explain that. There will be no class next Monday in observance of Juneteenth. Tuesday of next week, we'll do 2 of the 5 chapters 9 through 11 assigned problems, or I should say assigned homework problems as a class. You must still do these in addition to the other 3. Ideally, as I said right there, you will attempt these yourself by Monday to see how you do, and then we can go over them together. All right, that'll be Tuesday of next week. Wednesday of next week, we'll take the hands-on test, hot number 4. Thursday of next week, we will go over chapter 12. That's all I've got. Questions, as always, please feel free to get a hold of me. Have a great weekend. See you next week, Tuesday.